My fellow people, we are fed up of this system. We are fed up of Indian politics. We are fed up of this style of election where the politicians divide us purposely on terms of caste, religion, and class and profession. They divide us into these tiny, tiny segments as if they truly matter, while they themselves are the most united group of all. That one politician who says, I fight for this caste only, I fight for the rights of this caste, in the night after giving speeches to hundreds and thousands of men like us, commoners like us, and after getting them to hate the other group, they go home and they go to the five-star hotel. And what do they? Who do they meet there? The same opposition party member they were slandering. They both share a laugh, drink some alcohol, and have some fun. This is the type of group we're dealing with. We are dealing with a group that comes out only during elections, comes out only during the elections, and starts slandering others, riling up emotions of the people, and trying to fool the people that he's the enemy, this caste is the enemy, this religion is the enemy, this man is the enemy, this politician is the enemy, this party is the enemy. But then they go home, and what do? They go meet with him, they have drinks with him, they party with him, they meet with him, they eat food with him, they eat some nice mutton biryani with him. These are the type of criminals that our nation is facing, and these are the single group, our nation, the Indian Republic, has more than 15,000 different groups, different societies, different cultures, different ethnicities, and different groups. And I tell you this, not a single one of them, not of any caste, not a single religion, not a single job, not a single class, not a single professional, not a single farmer group, not any single ethnicity, not any language group is holding our nation back. Is the reason for being is the reason why India is behind all the other countries. The reason why India is such a horrible country at this stage is not because of any of these communities, and we have no right, and we cannot blame any of these communities except for one, and that is the politician class. They itself have their own formed a new community. We are tired of these politicians who come out only during election to scream out to hundreds and thousands of people in rallies, to fool the people thinking this man, this Muslim is your enemy, this Hindu is your enemy, this Yadav is your enemy, this Rajput is your enemy, this upper caste is your enemy, this Dalit is your enemy, this man is your enemy, this politician is your enemy, this BJP is your enemy, this Congress is their enemy. They do all these things, and what do? After a long and hard working day of speaking lies and fooling the people, they go and they eat mutton biryani with the same politician that they have been slandering the whole day. This is the only community I say we must put the full blame and say, you filthy criminals, you dirty liars are the single and sole reason why India, even after 75 years of independence, is still one of the most undeveloped countries, is some of the most weakest country, and the reason for India's such weak standing, respect in economy, politically, and morally. Everywhere India is weak, and every single problem in our nation, no matter how inconvenient it is, such as that small pothole in the road, or this something more serious, such as fighting on things such as caste and religious, we must put all the blame on this one community. Because if this community did not exist, if this community, new ethnicity itself, the politician class, did not exist, do you think we would be in this situation? Do you think you would face any problems in your life? Do you seriously think we could not achieve a great India? We could. We the people are fed up of this. And these politicians know this. This is their clever and cunning strategy. When we are fed up of a party, when we are fed up of the dirty Indian political system, and we're like, we do not want this anymore. This is enough. We cannot do this anymore. Then what happens is one party starts to position himself as the new alternative, as if he is going to change. He says, I stand for this. I'm going to remove all corruption. I'm going to do everyone's development. I'm going to do Sabka Saath Sabka Vikas. I'm going to make India strong again. And I'm going to end caste oppression. I'm not going to do religious politics. I'm going to. He sounds like the God has sent him himself. And he sounds that as if that he is the son of God, that he is a prophet. He sounds like that if you don't vote for him, you are going against God. That's how he speaks. That's how he portrays himself to the public. Then what do the public do? They vote for him in huge numbers because that discontentment which they feel, which the people think is because of their discontent and disillusionment with the single party, when in reality it is the entire dirty Indian system that causes that feeling within the public mass. They go vote for that new one who tries to position themselves as an alternative. And what happens? What happens? That new party wins. In huge numbers it wins. And then after the election, the swearing of the oath ceremony, the people are waiting with big smiles on their face for that promised change. What happens? Nothing. You go back to the same thing. That's it. This is the cycle that happens every 5 years, and it's been happening for the last 75 years. No party in India, in the past or present, can escape this. They have all been part of this, and they are the single reason why India is such a laggard. It was due to this feeling that in 2014 the BJP won in huge numbers. But look at what the BJP is. You think it's any different from the Congress? No, it's nothing. It's the same thing. And again, once again, people are discontent. And now what's going to happen is, Congress is going to say that I'm going to end corruption. I'm going to be the, I'm going to dress up as God's son himself. Then people are going to vote for him. Then BJP will do it. And they keep doing this system while every day and every second our nation is becoming weak. Because all our energy being wasted on things such as caste, politics, religion, individual leaders, states, languages, and all these type of things. So I ask you, people, are you fed up with this system? Are you fed up of being promised but not getting anything? Are you fed up knowing that there are countries outside the world which is not as shit as what is happening in our nation? Are you fed up with the fact that there are countries out there who have better lives than us? Are you fed up with the fact that there are so many countries where the politicians are not corrupt, the politicians are honest, and the politicians put their people's development first? Are you fed up with that? Yes, you are fed up. So I ask you all, do not fall for any of the tricks again. Spread the word that they are all one group. There is no difference in between all of them. One, the politician today is a Congress member. Day after he becomes a BJP member. Then he joins the AAP. Then he joins the TMC. That's what they are. That's what they are. They have no loyalty to any community. You are mistaken if you think that because he's of my caste, if I vote for him, he takes care of me. No. No, you are mistaken if you think just because he's a Hindu and I'm a Hindu, if I vote for him, he will take care of Hindu rights. No, no. Just because he's from this caste, this religion, whatever of these petty sentiments, forget all these sentiments and rise up for once and think not as a caste, don't think as a farmer, don't think as a worker, don't think as a Marathi, don't think as a Kannada, don't think as a Bihari, don't think as any of these type of things. For once, think as an Indian, think as a Bharatiya, and then you will know exactly what to do. You will know exactly what to do, and which is to not support these type of people. Each of these parties, there are more than thousands of parties in our nation, thousands of parties in our nation, and all of them representing this caste. This one represents the Yadav caste, this one represents the Rajput caste, this one represents the Iyer caste, this one represents this caste, then this party represents this Christians, this party represents this language, this party represents this class of people, and this party represents this group of farmers. They all try to say they represent the different segments of society, but fact of the matter is that actually no single segment supports this politician class. They vote for them because they've got no other choice. They vote for them because they are forced to vote for them. That is the unfortunate reality. Because there is nothing else. Because if they do not vote for this, because they know that I have two choices: vote for this evil, corrupt, selfish man who's destroying our nation, or vote for this evil, corrupt, selfish man who's destroying our nation, but he's from my caste. That's the type of a choice that the people have got. So what else can we do? What else can we do? So people vote. This has unwittingly perpetuated this evil, wicked system that has kept our country back, that has made us a laughing stock compared to nations such as Russia, China, and USA. That nation which had the world's first civilization, that nation that in which the Vedas was written, that nation in which the Puranas were written, the nation which grasped the meaning of the universe, that nation which has had the most wonderful history of all time, that nation who's had such a great civilizational power that our nation's influence has spread all over the world in the history. That nation in which so many great thoughts have been born have now been made into the mocking, seen as a shithole of the world, seen as the most disgusting, dirty, filthy nation of the world by the entire, every single person. In fact, the funny thing is, people in Africa also are mocking India now. Did you know that? Yes, it is a horrible scene here. Think that what we once were and what has now happened to us. And it is all because of one class. And you know the class. You know the class. But I want you to not fall for any of them. They are all the same. They work the same. And they have only one loyalty, and that is not to this nation, but to themselves, but to their pockets. They are loyal only to their pockets. They are loyal for their wicked and evil purposes. And everything they have tried to do succeed in, every policy they have done has failed. There's a reason why caste discrimination exists even to this day. There's a reason why India's GDP is this day. There's a reason why underdevelopment is rampant even to this day. There's a reason why poverty is everywhere. There's a reason why the educated people and every single person, in fact, not just the educated, but even the poor class, if you could say, would you stay in India or would you want to get a citizenship in some Western country? And they would jump the moment. They wouldn't even think twice. They would not think twice. I will make this very clear. Not a single person would think twice if they were given the charge to go to another country. Such is the sorry state of our nation. If you support any of these parties, thinking I'm a farmer, so I support a farm party, I'm a worker. No, 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 no. Don't support like this. For once, put aside all your sentiments of those class, the interests of your class, the interests of your profession, of your caste, your religion, because all these things are all subordinate and they're all smaller in the larger thing, the main picture that is eternal, and that is India, that is Bharatiya. Think once as an Indian, think once as a Bharatiya whenever you go to vote. Think once as an Indian, think once as a Bharatiya whenever you try to, before you support anyone. For now, no party exists to represent Bharatiya. No party exists more than to represent India. Every single party, in fact, is going to unite against the man who speaks of national integration, which is what the people want. The people want national integration, but the 1,000 plus parties in our nation do not want that. They do not want that because if once that happens, once national integration is achieved, and what there is a movement to fight for national integration in our country, their entire political system, their entire dirty, corrupt system of cheating, coming out during election, making promises, and then winning, and then cheating the nation, and repeating that process again and again till the people have nothing left and destroyed our nation completely. And I do not need to convince you of how our nation is completely destroyed. Just go out, look at how our nation is. Every single problem is due to this one class. They've had 75 years to fix it, more than two lives, three generations to fix it, yet nothing has really changed. And do not blame anything but the politicians. Who else is to blame but the politicians? It is not because of any caste. It is not because of this question. It is not because of the Hindu-Muslim question. It's not because the this issue, that issue. It is not because of this military policy. Nothing like that. All these issues will automatically solve once you solve this issue, which is the political community. That's what they are. There are no parties. There are no groups. There are no leaders. There are no factions. They are just one community that rules over 1.5 billion people, taking them day by day into worse types. All these parties can never unite, can never work for the betterment of our nation. They can never work together. They hate each other. When it comes to politics, but when it comes to money, they all unite. When it comes to corruption, they all unite. When it comes to plundering and destroying your country, they all come together. But the only thing that can unite the thousands of parties in our nation is the people's will for national integration. The people who are saying enough of these petty politics, enough of this internal energy wasting. It's time to focus on India. It's time to focus on Bharat. When that man speaks up, expect to be hated by every single party. The BJP will hate him, the Congress will hate him, the AAP will hate him, the DMK will hate him, whatever the party there is in our nation, they will all start to hate that man who speaks of national integration because national integration would mean an end once and for all of the petty politics, and end once and for all of this petty divisions between the class, interest, caste, and all these type of things, which are which are second to the national picture, to the Indian picture. Because first you are an Indian, first you are a Bharatiya, and that is eternal. We have always been Bharatiyas for thousands of years, and we will always remain so thousands of years, and we remain so even now at this point of stage. So put aside those interests of your small reasoning, put aside those, and stand up for the nation.